Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They snap it to Smith. Pass complete. He's got Smith and Jigba. He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Back to throw, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. 31 yards there, the first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Seahawks' 14-yard line.
In motion, Aguilar. Play action. Now Jackson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter. Here's another good example.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. It's Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! Odell Beckham. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guy.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Seattle.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 22. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Geno now to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
Ravens 10. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion left, Bateman. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Again, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
At the 39-yard line.
Jackson on first down. He finds Bateman over the middle. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Aguilar in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First down, Seahawks.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Smith here, an audible at the line. Now Gino on first down. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Ravens 17. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
He stiff arms him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. They'll run here with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And 12 on the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
3rd down.
In motion, Aguilar.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Play action. It's Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down.
Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Justin Madubuike.
Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Geno. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
44 yards.
And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson now.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off balance.
And now here is another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Now Geno. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A shotgun snap for Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And the receivers I know, they have a great deal of confidence. Usually they stand in front of the mirror before games and say, not 1 touchdown, not 2 touchdowns, but 3 touchdowns. Trying to turn this one into a big-time performance.
3rd and 2, Smith. Going deep for Walker. That's caught inside the 20. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing now, Smith. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Play action. It's Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 49.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's caught by OBJ. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They go play action now. Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Smith going to throw it. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Seahawks have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going to get.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawksans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
After the interception, here's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Geno now to throw.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Ravens 23. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will